Cell phones bring you closer to person far from you, but it takes you away from the ones sitting next to you. Good morning students and welcome to the second part of chapter number 4, Pressure in Fluids and Atmospheric Pressure. Last class we have studied about pressure in solids. We know a solid exerts pressure on the surface due to its weight. A solid exerts pressure only on the surface on which it is placed, that is at its bottom. Today let us study about pressure in fluids. A fluid also exerts pressure due to its weight, but a fluid exerts pressure on the bottom as well as on the walls of the container due to its tendency to flow. So, a fluid exerts pressure in all directions. Let us understand it better with an activity. Take a vessel filled with a liquid or water. If we make several holes in the wall of vessel anywhere below the free surface of liquid, it is observed that liquid comes out through each hole. If we place our finger on any of the hole, finger feels a thrust due to liquid pressure. We can also notice that as the depth of hole below free surface of liquid increases, the force of liquid to flow also increases. So pressure exerted by a liquid column depends on three factors. Number 1, height of liquid column. Number 2, density of liquid. And number 3, acceleration due to gravity. So mathematically we can write pressure as H rho G. Rho is a Greek letter. It is not P but pronounced as rho, R-H-O, where H is height, rho is density, G is acceleration due to gravity. If we take a liquid in a container or a vessel, vessel will have pressure due to liquid inside the container and also the atmospheric pressure exerted on it. So, total pressure in a liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure plus pressure due to liquid. As formula we can write P0 plus H rho G, where P0 is atmospheric pressure and H rho G is pressure due to liquid. Now what are the factors affecting pressure at a point in a liquid? Pressure at a point inside the liquid depends directly on the following factors. Number 1, depth of the point below the free surface or H. Number 2, density of liquid rho. And number 3, acceleration due to gravity G. Please note, pressure inside liquid does not depend on number 1, the shape and size of the vessel in which the liquid is contained. Number 2, area of surface on which it acts. So what are the factors that does not depend on the pressure in liquids? Number 1, the shape and size of the vessel in which the liquid is contained. And number 2, area of surface on which it acts. Now let us study the laws of liquid pressure. Number 1, inside the liquid, pressure increases with the increase in depth from its free surface. Number 2, in a stationary liquid, pressure is same at all points on a horizontal plane. Number 3, pressure is same in all directions about a point inside the liquid. Number 4. Pressure at the same depth is different in different liquids. It increases with the increase in the density of liquid. And number 5. A liquid seeks its own level. Now let us study some of the consequences of liquid pressure. Number 1. The pressure at a certain depth in seawater is more than that of the same depth in river water. The reason is that the density of seawater is more than the density of river water. More the density, more is the pressure. Number 2. The wall of a dam is made thicker at the bottom. In a dam, the thickness of its wall increases from top towards bottom. The reason is that the pressure exerted by a liquid increases with its height. Thus, as depth increases, more and more pressure is exerted by water on the wall of dam. A thicker wall is required to withstand a greater pressure, and therefore the wall of the dam is made with thickness increasing towards the base. Now let us study Pascal's law. Let us understand it with the help of an activity. Take water on a round flask fitted with an airtight piston at top and having a number of side tubes with opening. We can observe that initially level of water in all the side tubes are same. This is because a liquid seeks its own level and runs to the same height. Now, if we push the piston downwards or if we exert pressure on the piston, the level of water in all the side tubes rises to the same height. This happens because pressure is exerted anywhere in a confined liquid is transmitted equally in all directions. This is called as Pascal's law. So, according to Pascal's law, pressure exerted in a confined liquid is transmitted equally and undiminished in all directions throughout the liquid. Now let us see some applications of Pascal's law. Applications are hydraulic machines such as hydraulic press, hydraulic jack and hydraulic brakes are based on Pascal's law of transmission of pressure in liquids. Now what is the principle of hydraulic machine? The principle of hydraulic machine is that a small force applied on a smaller piston is transmitted to produce a large force on the bigger piston. Look at the two cylindrical vessels connected by a horizontal tube. The vessels contain a liquid and they are provided with watertight pistons. If area of smaller vessel is A1 and area of bigger vessel is A2 and piston on the small vessel exerts a force F1, then P1 is equal to F1 divided by A1. Now according to Pascal's law, pressure exerted will be transmitted equally through liquid to the piston in bigger vessel. So this exerts an upward pressure P2 which is equal to P1. So P2 is equal to P1, but P2 is equal to F2 divided by A2, where F2 is force on bigger piston and A2 is area of the bigger vessel. Since P1 is equal to P2, F1 divided by A1 is equal to F2 divided by A2, or F2 divided by F1 is equal to A2 divided by A1. Since A2 is greater than A1, therefore F2 is also greater than F1. Thus, a smaller force F1 applied on the smaller piston can be used to produce a larger force F2 on the bigger piston. This is the principle of hydraulic machine. Examples of hydraulic machines are excluded from the syllabus, so you need not learn that. So that's the end of today's class. The life that you are living now is also a dream of millions. So always be satisfied with your life. Be happy in every moment of life. With this thought, let me conclude. Thank you and have a great day. May God bless you all.